You guys give it up one more time for Chenier bringing me to the stage. Come on, come on, come on. I said give it up one more time for Chenier. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all heard Chenier up here acting like a principal trying to quiet y'all down? Chenier up here at first, she was like, my mic check. And then after that, if that ain't work, she was like, all right, class, those in the back. Come on, class. Yeah, and then after that ain't work, she started to get real frustrated. And then the voice got like, all right, y'all. I need everybody. It will be time to network later. Thank y'all for coming out, man. Y'all came to see Slutty Vegan. Make some noise. Yeah, man. As she said earlier, I do perform all over the world as well as Norwegian cruise lines. Make some noise. You ever been on a cruise line? Make some noise. You ever been on a cruise line? I see you ain't clapped. You ain't never been on a cruise before? You ain't never been on a cruise before? You scared? Okay, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's how they tricked us the first time. It was like, y'all want to go on a voyage? We got some activities. Got out of hand. No, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy performing all over the world. I do. The number one thing I like, though, when it comes down to it, I like to introduce myself to people. I like to walk around. One time I was walking around. It was two couples. It was one couple, it was another black couple. The gentleman stopped me and said, hey, brother, can you take a picture of me and my wife? I took a picture of him and his wife. I was about to walk off. He said, hey, young man, me and my wife have been married for 44 years. And that's how he knew he was black, because he said 44. Anyway, after that, he said, I'm going to give you a secret. I said, what is it? He said, I'm going to tell you the secret to having a great marriage. I said, all right, give it to me. He said, it's 3 C's: communication, compromise, and commitment. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. That sounds good. Can I say that at the show when I give y'all a shout? He was like, sure. So we had the show, and at the end of the show, they stood up. I said, this gentleman, they've been married for 44 years. Give it up for him. Whole crowd clapped. He said it's 3 C's: communication, compromise, and the lady in the back stood up and said, cash. Yeah, she was single and divorced. She was by herself, yeah. I do enjoy introducing myself. I have a beautiful name. I love my name. My name is Ivan Selwyn Martin. Yeah, 3 names, 2 syllables, all ending in the letter N, I'm gonna get a call back. I'm at least gonna get a call back, Now, it's confusing, traveling all around, having a name like Ivan with a facial makeup like this. I don't meet too many people. Every time they be like, what's your name? I tell them, and they look shocked. They be like, oh, all right. Never before have I met somebody that's as proud of their name as I am of mine. One time, I'm on the most uncomfortable place on the cruise ship, the elevator. I don't know what it is about the elevator. Soon as everybody get on the elevator, they make the same face that the white man makes in the bank when he's standing in line. Soon as the doors close, like, boom, everybody go. I like to break up all that quietness. As soon as it get quiet, the doors close, I press all the buttons. We're going to be on here for a while. Never before I met somebody as proud of their name as I am of mine. I was on a cruise ship. There was another gentleman. He had on a cowboy hat, older white gentleman with his wife. Now, I'm from Florida originally, Duval County, Duval. Yeah, thank you. I love being here, though. But before I go any further, if you're not from Baltimore City, and you travel there, make some noise. Thank y'all for coming. If you're from Baltimore City, make some noise. All right, yeah, we out in the peninsula. Okay. But yeah, so I'm on the elevator, and it's cool. And I'm not country. I ain't from the country parts, but I'm from the country parts. I know a country person when I see him. He had on a cowboy hat, he had the belt buckle, and his body language, for no reason, he would pull up his pants. He'd be like, and I was like, all right, he's a country guy, So my face came across the screen like, oh, comedian, come see him tonight. And he's there talking to his wife. He's like, yeah, because, have a good time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Honey, I think the black guy right there, I think he's a comedian. And you heard her go right into wife mode. She goes, leave him alone. Do not talk to that man. Leave him alone. And he started getting smart with it. He was like, honey, it's only 4.5 black people on the ship. Trust me, he has to be one of them. He leaned over to me, he said, hey, are you the comedian on the ship? I said, no, sir, that's some other black man. I was like, no, man, that's me. He was like, I thought it was you. Listen, we're going to come out. We're going to see the show. Heard it was a good time. What's your name? And I was ready to hit him with it. I was ready. I was like, Ivan Selwyn Martin. He goes, huh. All right, honey, you heard that name? Well, all right, son. My name's Chuck Wagon. Hand out, aggressive, everything like that. Chuck Wagon. And I'm like, all right, Chuck, nice to meet you. His wife was there. I wanted to be a gentleman, introduced myself to his wife as well. I said, hey, miss, what's your name? My name's Ivan Selwyn Martin. Nice to meet you. What's your name? Chuck didn't like that one bit. Chuck hit my hand out of the way. He goes, Her name's Patty. I said, lady, is your name Patty Wagon? She looked me straight in the face and said, yes, but my maiden name was Cake, and they walked off the elevator. Craziest stuff I ever seen, man. I'm gonna leave you with this one. This is a fun one. You can go to work and tell this one, and it won't get you sent to HR. Beautiful lady lives in a nice neighborhood. She's been living there forever. She's like, I'm gonna go downtown today, put on something nice, have a good time with my husband. Her and her husband, they've been together for a long time. She got some friends, but she was like, you know what? I'm gonna just take a walk downtown by myself. She's walking downtown. She sees a beautiful furniture store. She goes inside. Some of the best furniture she's ever seen. Black couch. She goes and sits on this couch. She's bouncing on it. She's like, this is a beautiful couch. She sees this green couch. She goes over and touches it. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my friends and my husband back to this beautiful furniture store. On her way out, to her right, she sees the most beautiful couch she ever seen in her life. Purple, suede, gold trimming. Not just no normal purple, purple rain purple. You know what I'm saying? $19.99 purple. Little red Corvette purple. She goes over to touch it. She cannot wait to touch this couch. As soon as she touches the couch, she farts. Kids love this joke. That's what I'm telling them. And the salesman hears it and also smells it. And she's trying to play it off. She's like, this is a beautiful couch. I mean, this couch is beautiful. And the salesman comes over and he's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, Yes, this is a beautiful couch. She goes, where did you get this couch from? He goes, this couch was imported from Italy. She goes, how much is this couch? The salesman goes, well, ma'am, when you walked over and touched this couch, you farted. And she was a little embarrassed. He was like, no, it's okay. We all heard it and smell it. But when you walked over and touched this couch, you farted. Ma'am, if I tell you the price of this couch, you're gonna poop your pants. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Ivan Martin. For some family fun, give it up and let's have a good time tonight. I will be introducing and bringing to the stage my favorite developer. Give it up for the very best, Mary Ann Gill Martin. Keep going.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mary Ann Gill Martin. I'm the founder and CEO of MAG Partners. We're the proud hosts of tonight's event. Thank you for being here. I guess you finished where you started. I had the privilege of kicking off the season here with Aaron Dante at one of our other beautiful buildings here at Baltimore Peninsula. I was so taken with Aaron. He could sell shoes to a snake. And so when we were together, I thought, you probably need to do more of what you do and do it here. And right there on the spot, I invited him to come in residence and perform his season here at Baltimore Peninsula. And so we've had a great season with Aaron. He's wrapping it up. This is not quite the finale, But this is a very special one for me. And why is that? It's because of who we have here tonight to talk to Aaron. So you guys ready to get slutty? Pinky Cole is a fierce brand builder. She's a big dreamer. And she's a magic maker. And she's been doing that, I think, as soon as she was born. I mean, she's a phenomenal individual, an amazing woman to watch, and she's just getting started. And so this is a woman who has 15 slutty vegan, bar vegan concepts, either in the works or open. She's an East Baltimore girl who rolled into town after some serious hijinks of trying to figure out how to get her to a meeting. And I thought I was coming to talk about a tendency. We were together for less than 5 minutes, and the big dreaming started. And we realized we were not talking about square footage. We were talking about big ideas and partnership. And what I realized is that this project, which is founded on impact, purpose, making a difference, lifting up the entire city of Baltimore, there was no better manifestation of that aspiration than for us to bring Pinky into the project. And not just as a founder, a tenant of an unbelievably successful brand called Slutty Vegan and Bar Vegan. And trust me, I went into the Fort Greene store as a virgin. I had a one-night stand at Slutty Vegan before I met her, because I knew that I had to do my homework. And for those of you that know what that means, it doesn't mean what you think it means. I was able to understand how she rolls and how she's taken this concept of food and sex appeal and brought it together. And she's made vegan really hot. And she has nothing against meat eaters either. Talk about her husband, like he's into the business of eating meat, so it's awesome. So she's open to just about anything. And inside that first meeting, we started talking about a partnership. And it was there that I realized that the way to demonstrate our commitment at Baltimore Peninsula to everyone and everything that is Baltimore is to bring Pinky Cole in and make sure that she participates in the success of the building. And so she is not just a tenant at Baltimore Peninsula. She's a development partner. She's an incredible partner. And she makes all of us here at Baltimore Peninsula better at what we do. And so you're not here to hear from me, so I want to just say to you, it is a privilege and an honor to welcome Pinky Cole to Baltimore Peninsula and to No Pix After Dark.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Do y'all like my haircut? I just did it. Okay. My neck was a little cold this morning, but here we are. I'm excited to be here. Hi. Oh, does it? Thank you. I'm still trying to navigate and figure it out.
Hey,
we got the same hairstyle.
We do got the same hairstyle. I saw yours, so I had to go get an edge up today. That's what my barber's in the house. I was like, I gotta get right.
Oh, I gotta get with your barber then.
Yeah, I was gonna get purple, but I was like, it wasn't my color. I was gonna get light blue.
I heard a lot of good things about you.
I heard some great things about you. American Sesh. I hear you all popping all over the world, doing big things in California,
Yeah.
New York, and now you back to Baltimore.
And I'm trending about Oreos and bathtubs, so you know it's a great day. It's a great day in America.
and then I was looking for the locks. What, you just cut the lock? What happened? Why you take them off?
I don't know how many people in here have been in a space in your life where you're just ready for change. You ever been ready for change? And I have been in this season, I'm gonna be honest. Can I have therapy tonight? Okay. All right. So I have been in a season of eliminating people, places, and things, right? People that no longer serve me, places that no longer fit who I am, and things that mean nothing to me, material things, things that cost a lot of money, the things that don't add value to me. And there was something that was connected to my hair that was a part of the people, places, and the things. So I was not emotional when I cut my hair. It actually wasn't supposed to happen that way. I was just supposed to get a little undercut. And I ended up cutting it because it was time. And that's the season that I'm in. I'm in a vulnerable time in my life, and I'm happy to do something different, and I just feel like I can breathe again. So here I am.
I love hearing that. Give it up, folks. Come on, give it up.
Yeah.
I want to thank all you lovely people for showing up tonight. It's a beautiful night. We're here to honor somebody who's been amazing, who has an amazing book, doing great things out here. And let's talk a little bit about what you got going on. So let's talk about it. You're back to Baltimore. How does it feel to be home? Did you get any crabs? Did you get any
Crabs?
I know you can't.
But let me tell you something.
I know you can't, but you can do the fake crab cake, all that stuff.
So listen, let me tell you something funny. We went to a crab spot today, so every time we go out, my husband eats crabs. So I get a salad and corn sauteed lightly. But it feels so good to be home. So let me tell you a little bit of background. So
right, go ahead.
I grew up on a street called Sedonia Avenue. Okay. Hey, Crystal. So I grew up on a street called Sedonia Avenue, and I grew up in a Jamaican household. So like growing up, life was very different for me. So to be able to do all that I did in my lifetime, and I look back and I get to come back to my city. In Baltimore, it's not many people that you can say like, who made it from Baltimore? Jada Pinkett. Who else? Monique. Krishan.
Carmela.
Krishan, Carmelo, like we can really, like there's a lot of great talent in this city, but the recognition doesn't happen like it's supposed to. So to be able to be a part of that list feels really good, and I'm honored about it, and I wear that with pride. Like when I show up, like Pinky is from Baltimore, and you know that accent, everything, how I show up, courage, energy, everything. And I represent for my city because it's not a lot of us that have been able to scale at a mass scale and get the level of recognition like this. So I'm really putting on. Where you from? Do Baltimore, you. Yes. Yes.
So when you come back home, what are some of the favorite spots you to come and just relax and hang out and just want to see friends or family? What are some of the spots you like going to?
Some of the spots I like going to, I like going to the Pendry.
Okay.
Okay, that feels real bougie. I like that. I like going to the Pendry. And there is this corner store by my house where I grew up. It's called Jimmy D's.
Okay.
And I remember as a kid, they would put the pictures on the wall, right? Like everybody that was in the neighborhood got the picture on the wall. So as a kid, it's just a corner store. You go buy your candy and stuff. But that was like a pillar of my childhood. So it always feels good to be humbled by the spaces that made you who you are. So when I walk into Jimmy D's, I'm like, I'm the little girl that grew up from around the way that went to Hazelwood, then went to City, then went to West End, and I got kicked out of City, by the way, but don't tell nobody, okay? That comes from humble beginnings, and really, I've created a brand that is now a household name, and Jimmy D's played a part in that, right? Connecting with the people who worked in that store that I got to see every day. And they were like aunties and uncles. They were Asian, but they were my Asian aunties and uncles. Right. And they were a part of my story. So that's a place that I really like to go to. And just seeing people that I grew up with is pretty cool.
One of the fascinating things I read in your book, you talk about how you worked at a young age. And your mom was there, wasn't there. You were working. That's how you learned how to work. And understand, how did that work ethic, where did you see that from your mom? Did you see that from friends or family? What made you have that work ethic growing up?
So when I was a kid, so if you don't know anything about my story, so my dad did 30 years in prison.
Yes.
And the day that I was born, on December 8th, he was being sentenced to 30 years. So I have never in my life been on American soil with my father. Do y'all know what I mean when I say that? Like, we've talked on the phone, we've been on Jamaican soil, but I don't know what it feels like to walk down the street with my dad, right? Yeah. So I learned how to be a hustler from behind the wall. I wasn't physically in prison, but mentally I had to deal with what he dealt with. He would call me from prison. He would teach me from prison. He would encourage me from prison. So we were in this thing together. So guess what that did? It really gave me the ability to be resilient no matter what, because I see this man who's spending 30 years behind bars, but his mind is free and his mind is clear. So I don't have no excuse. I don't got no choice, right? I am supposed to and destined to be great because I see somebody that's not letting his circumstance get the best of him. And that's how I became a hustler. I can remember being a kid, and I would throw parties, y'all. I don't know how old y'all are in here, but I was the youngest party promoter in Baltimore. I used to have all the biggest high school parties. Rest in peace to K Swift. When she was alive, I used to have parties at I don't know what they call it now. They changed names of schools in Baltimore. It's like underclothes. But it used to be called Thurgood Marshall, right? And I used to throw all of these big parties, hammerjacks. Like, I used to throw all of these big parties, and I'm 16 years old acting like an adult. And doing business like an adult at 16 years old. But I got that from my dad because I said, you know what? I watched my mother. She's working at McDonald's. She's working at a payroll company. And my mother was and is a DMV legend in the reggae community. So my mother is famous in the DMV community. So I used to watch my mother get on stage in front of large audiences. And I used to just sit there enamored like, I want to be like her when I grow up. So I got this hustle from my dad. And then I got this celebrity and this beauty from my mother. And together, I'm just like, I'm going to be great. I'm going to be a star. I said, I'm going to be a billionaire. And I didn't even know what that meant. I said, I'm going to make it. And all my friends laughed at me, not because they didn't think that I could do it, but they like, what is this girl at 14 years old doing thinking this big? And the power of that tongue manifested so crazy because here I am, y'all. I got $100 million brand. I've been in business for 6 years.
Preach.
I've been on every list, thank you. And that's not to be taken lightly. And guess what the best part of it is? Somebody from Baltimore did that. Somebody from this city did that. So the hustle been in me. What they say, it ain't in you, it's on you. It ain't on you, it's in you. So it's really been in me for a long time, and I'm happy about that.
You know, you told a powerful story when I first met you about how you were going to different schools and whatnot, and you wrote a letter to the superintendent at the time. You really wanted to go to Western. You changed your life around, went to school in Atlanta. Take us through that. What was that part of your life where it changed you right away? Like, wow, I really want to do something else. I want to be where you are right now. Like,
so it's funny. So I was in my house, y'all. It was 2003. I never forget it. And Ludacris, he had that song, "Move, get out the way," right? So he went to Clark Atlanta University and he surprised the students. And I'm like, oh, I want to go to CAU. Didn't know nothing about college. And I packed up all my clothes, and I remember I had a Dodge Spirit at the time, and I was in a relationship. He shall be not named. And he was like, if you go off to college, I'm leaving you. And I was like, bye. And I got in my Dodge Spirit, and I drove 12 hours. I'm the first person in my family, right, in my immediate family to ever go to and finish college. And here I am. Thank you. Here I am, this girl from Baltimore, and I'm like, all right, I got to make it. I done got kicked out of school in high school for fighting because I won prom queen and my ego got in the way, okay? But then I got an opportunity to come to Atlanta where nobody looks like me, but everybody looks like me. Did y'all follow what I just said?
That was deep. That was, say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Nobody looks like me, but everybody looks like me. We got the same skin color, but we come from different socioeconomic backgrounds, right? We think differently. We grew up differently. So now I'm like, okay, this is a playground. I could really build a foundation on people that I've never even met in my life, and I did that. So I done became Miss Junior, Miss Omega Psi Phi. I became a Delta. I became the head Delta. I became vice president, and I became Miss Clark Atlanta University all in one sweep. Because I said, if you're going to be a grizzly bear, you better be a real grizzly bear. And I said, I'm going to do this because this is my legacy on the line. Nobody has ever gotten this far. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to make sure that my name shows up before I physically do. And that's exactly what I did. And that was really like the stepping stone for so many great things.
Wow, I love it. I love it. So we're taking you all through life. So you're in Atlanta, you graduate. What happens next? Tell us a little bit.
I couldn't find a job. So
you were everything.
How many people ever heard of Teach for America? Okay, wait. Y'all work for Teach for America? Because I'm about to talk about y'all. All right, so anyway, so I was Miss Clark Atlanta University, and you know, that's like Miss America at a HBCU, okay? So I'm famous in school. Like, people want my autographs. They crying when they see me. Okay, now it was time to get a job. Nobody would hire me. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, I'm that girl. Like, everybody loves me, and you don't hire me? But Teach for America would not leave me alone. So it was the time of the recession. It was 2009, and Teach for America just kept reaching out to me. I kept missing the interviews on purpose because one thing about me, if it don't make my belly leap, I don't want to do it, right? And God tested me in that moment because I did something that I vowed never to do, but I needed that lesson to happen early. So I took that job at Teach for America, and guess how many days I was there?
1 day?
5. I was there 5 days. And in those 5 days, I realized that I don't want to teach no badass kids. Sorry, close your, oh, she sleeps, so it don't even matter. So anyway, so I'm like, I'm a teacher, but not in the classroom, right? And I said, I got to educate outside of these 4 walls. So I didn't have no money. I was flat broke. It was just me and my Yorkie Rudy. And one of my friends gave me $40 to get to the airport. And then when I went to the airport, a guy from Southwest Airlines, he walked up to me, and I'm bawling, crying, right? I didn't know, I had no plan, didn't know what I was doing. And he was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm so proud. I'm Jamaican, y'all, so pride is my first name, okay? So I told him what was wrong, and he said, "I'll be back." And this man came back, and he gave me $240, enough for me to get on AirTran. Y'all remember AirTran? Okay.
Pre-Southwest.
I'm old.
Pre-Southwest.
That was pre-Southwest.
Pre-Southwest.
Okay, so he gave me enough money to get on AirTran. And what that taught me about life is I will never, ever do something that doesn't align with my spirit. If it don't make my spirit move, I'm not doing it. And from that moment, I said, you know what? I'm packing up my bags, and I'm going to move to Los Angeles, California, because I want to be an actress. Don't ask me why. I was watching Golden Girls. It just made sense. So anyway, so I packed up a suitcase, a duffel bag, and a Bible. And my mother Rastafarian, y'all, so I ain't never really read the Bible. It just made sense too, right? I just knew that it worked if I carried it, right? So I got to you know what I'm talking about, okay? So I got to Los Angeles, and in 6 days, I got 2 jobs. And I'm going to teach y'all something about alignment. Okay. 6 days, I got 2 jobs. And in 8 days, I moved into a house. It was 9 people living in a 3-bedroom house. And it was 3 of us in one room, right? And I moved in, and I had to pay $300 a month. And I started doing background work. And I became SAG by mistake. And then my sorority sister was like, "Pinky, you need a job. You need some money. I'm going to help you out." And I'm like, okay, cool. So I started working on a show called Judge Karen's Court. Okay. And I was so good at it. You see, I like to run my mouth, right? And that's what TV is doing, is running your mouth. So I was so good at it that I got promoted. And it pushed me to New York, where I worked on a show called The Jeremy Kyle Show. And I was so good at that I got a phone call from the Maury Show saying, "We heard a lot about you. We want you to work on the show." And I'm like, "Maury, let me flip my hair. Y'all want me to work at the Maury Show?" And I got hired at the Maury Show. And that probably was one of the best experiences of my life because it did a couple of things. That was the first time I ever had a 401k.
Hey.
Okay, I'm like 401k, like I'm a real adult. Like I'm an adult, like this feels good. And then I got the opportunity to open up my first restaurant.
We gonna talk about that?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that first restaurant.
It was called Pinky's Jamaican and American Restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, I opened that in 2014. If you walked up to me and asked me how the chicken tasted, I would have told you it was fantastic. But I was vegan at the time.
But you're telling people it was good, though.
I was telling people.
Nobody knew that, though.
And nobody knew that.
Yes.
But I wasn't in alignment. I wasn't being honest.
Okay.
But again, these are the lessons that I learned early on in life. So I opened up this restaurant, had lines down the block.
Like you got right now.
Right? I had lines down the block, and I was selling an experience. It felt like a Jamaican restaurant. They were mean to you. No, I'm joking. That went by your head. Never mind. It was a really great experience when you walked into the restaurant.
Right.
And people felt proud to be a part of the experience, and I also helped the community during that experience. But I had that restaurant for 2 years. And I can remember one day in 2016, I got a call from the fire department. And they told me, "Miss Pinky, your restaurant is on fire. I need you to come down here immediately." So here I am. I had just closed the store. I'm 26 years old. I'm morning, noon, and night. Blood, sweat, and tears. I'm not going to the club. I'm not going to the bar. I'm living and breathing in my restaurant. That's all I got. Ain't no plan B. So when I went to my restaurant and it was in flames, I felt like everything was over. Now, I never would ever say that I went into a depression, but by textbook definition, that's what it felt like. Mm-hmm. I lost everything. My car got repoed. I got kicked out of my apartment. I went flat broke. I was in a terrible relationship at the time. But I needed that to happen early again. Life got a funny way of lifing on you. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Like, in the moments that you feel like you're just about to crumble, and I'm talking to myself in real time, in the moments that you feel like you're about to crumble, it's like something like yank you by the neck and like, here, I'm gonna let you feel that so that I can teach you this, so that I can give you some resilience, because it builds character. And now that you got character, you got a testimony, and you can share that testimony. And losing my restaurant was the best thing that ever happened to me, y'all. The best.
Would you keep on saying alignment? So I see it's a very important word, because it sounded like that wasn't alignment either. That whole thing wasn't aligned what you really needed to do.
It was aligned to fail. I needed it to fail. Shameless plug. I got a book called
I
Hope
That was a good book plug. I was waiting for
But I needed that thing to fail, because let's think about it. Relationships. Y'all ever been in a relationship with somebody that's so green, it's like y'all can't really relate?
Right.
I needed some experience. And I got that from losing my restaurant, because a couple weeks later, I got a call from Iyanla Fix My Life, that TV show. Y'all know that show? And they asked me to be a producer at the time. And my father always said, success is like mud. You got to throw something on the wall and something going to stick.
Facts.
And I made up my mind that I was going to do something different. And it doesn't mean that I'm a failure. It just means that I'm going to make a shift. And I did that, and I moved to Los Angeles. And at the time, my wages was getting garnished. I remember I woke up one day and $17,000 was out of my account. I'm like, somebody robbed me.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Money, yeah.
but I wasn't being responsible as an entrepreneur. But again, that was another lesson that I learned early on, because can you imagine creating a $100 million brand and not having my accounting in order and not paying my sales and use tax? It would have killed me, but it taught me early on what needed to happen. So long story short, working in LA, they moved me to Atlanta temporarily. And while I was in Atlanta, I came up with this idea. And I'm going to be honest, kids, close your ears. There's something called medicinal marijuana that was handed to me. And I hit the blunt, AKA, okay? That's what that means. Don't act like some of y'all don't smoke in here. But anyway.
It's legal here. It's legal here.
Okay, it is now?
It's legal in Maryland.
Okay, see, I'm not a smoker. It was just one of them. I need to find that same strain, okay? So I can come up with another $1 billion idea. But anyway, somebody in the back like, I got you. Call me, okay? Anyway, so that's when I came up with Slutty Vegan. And I didn't know Slutty Vegan was going to be a $1 billion brand. And I call it a $1 billion brand because you have to speak the things that you want.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So every interview I say $1 billion. Now, I ain't got $1 billion in the bank. I ain't even close. However, I got $1 billion spirit, and that's all that matters, right? Okay? So anyway, so I came up with this concept, and here we are almost 6 years later. I said this earlier. You looking at a girl from East Baltimore that graced the cover of Inc. magazine, the cover of Essence magazine. I'm on the Times 100 list. I'm on the Forbes 1000 list. I'm on the Ebony Power 100 list. I'm on the Entrepreneur Top 40 Women in the Country. I was with the vice president. She was like, girl, I watch you all the time. I'm like, you do? Like, the rooms that I've been in. I'm a partner at Baltimore Peninsula. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hey.
So the opportunities that I've been afforded by creating a racy, raunchy concept called Slutty Vegan, in my wildest dreams, I would have never imagined. So that is where the humility comes from, because I know that there's 10,000 people waiting in line, waiting for an opportunity like mine, and God gave it to me.
I love it. Come on, give it up. Come on, give it up, folks. All right, I got some hard-hitting questions for you right now, okay?
Let's do it.
So you're bringing Slutty Vegan and Bar Vegan to Baltimore Peninsula this year. Why did you choose the Baltimore Peninsula for your homecoming debut? And what excites you most about the neighborhood?
So this is a couple-fold. I grew up in a city where, and I'm going to be honest, this is an uncomfortable truth, and this is my experience. I can't say it about anybody else's. I grew up in a city where all I saw on the news is if you make it to a certain point, somebody want to take you out. It's a sad reality, but it's the truth. And I realized that ain't just Baltimore. But I also realized that most of the time, when people who come from Baltimore make it, they leave and they never come back.
Never do.
It's a sad reality, but it's the truth. So, KD, where are you?
KD right there.
Shout out, clap it up for KD, y'all.
KD, what's up, brother? Yes. What's up, KD?
KD is the one that presented this opportunity for me, because KD is a pillar in Baltimore, and he keep my ear to the streets. So when we started talking about Baltimore Peninsula, and I connected with Marianne and Kevin Plank and the team, I'm an energy person. I move on the spirit, right? Like, forget money. I'm a magnet to money. I'm going to get that. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. but the energy got to move me. And there was a level of agape energy that I felt in these people that I'm like, I want to be in a room with them, and not just be in a room with them. I want to stay in a room with them. Especially because I'm stretching myself as an entrepreneur. So as I build up my portfolio, I'm doing this for my children and my children's children. And I'm showing people that you can be a girl from around the way that's rocking some J's and some sneaks and some jeans and a t-shirt. And you can really walk in rooms with billionaires, and you can make power player moves and show every little girl and little boy in America that you can do it too. So thank you. It was a no-brainer for me, right? And this deal is so sentimental for me because coming back to Baltimore is a big deal. Do y'all know how proud my mother is? Do you know how my mother works not too far down the street? She got her citizenship in this country living in this city. I was born, bred, and raised in this city. My toughness, my attitude, my character, my resilience, how I show up, my sass, I got that from this city. So if I'm going to do anything, I need to come back to my city, and I'm going to do it right. And what I admire about this whole entire project is it's rooted in people and opportunity. So this is not just bringing big businesses and big chains just to come so that they could take everybody's money. No, it's showing people that there's opportunity in this space for you. And I want to be connected to that. If you follow me on social media, all I do is community. My name is Pinky Community Co-Hayes. That's all I do. You understand what I'm saying? If I can provide opportunity for people, I'm going to do that. If I can provide a level of exposure and resources, I could do that. So I like to consider myself a funnel for Rye Street and Baltimore Peninsula, and I'm excited that I get to be in position and that they believed in me and my mission enough to say, you know what, come on, let's do business together.
So why now? Why is this the right time? You got so many things going on. Why now? You gave a speech out here a couple months ago, and you said a young black boy saw you and came and gave you a hug and said he wanted to see you because he said he looked up to what you were doing. That hit a chord in me, and I said at that moment, I said, I need to talk to this lady. Because if that's changing lives. Why? Why now? Why now?
I'm going to tell y'all a funny story. And I got allergies, so that's why I sound like this. I went to a portfolio summit. Do y'all know what that is? When you got investors, you go to a summit with all of like your co-portfolio people that's in the portfolio with you. And when I was in the room, I looked around the room. All of these people are my friends. I love them, okay? Because I feel like every entrepreneur, you need to have black friends, white friends, Asian friends, everything. Right. But I look in this room, and I'm the only person that looks like me. So as I'm sitting in this room, we all adults, kids are asleep, so I can talk freely. I really sat there and I said, I cannot fuck this up. Because if I mess this up, then it is a reflection of every single black woman, minority woman, entrepreneur that looks like me. So I come as myself, but I stand as 10,000. I stand as every single woman, minority that wants an opportunity. And if I mess it up, it closes the lane for everybody else that stands beside me. So when you ask me why now, why not now? I got people that feel like they can run through a brick wall because Pinky did it. So now is the time more than ever. And while I got the ball, I'm not willing to fumble the ball. And I'm going to be honest, it's hard as hell. I'm in a season in my life, y'all. It's the hardest season it's ever been. I'm doing some reorganization in my business. But guess what? I'm still running, and I'm still motivating, and I'm still encouraging as hard as it is. And I'm not going to stop because there's so many people like that guy that stood right outside here and cried. I'm talking about grown man, Baltimore, crying in my face because I inspired him. So the time couldn't be any better. I'm on one today, y'all.
Hey, we're in church right now.
A long day today.
We're in church.
So I'm pouring out my spirit.
We about to tie us in a second, okay? I hear that you've taken a new role as a development partner in the Baltimore Peninsula Rye Street Market. Can you tell me more about this entails and what drew you to join the team? Tell us a little bit about it and with your development with everything going here.
So there's a lot of things that's happening. Clyde's, there's a 10,000 square foot space that we're going to be looking for somebody special to be able to come and take over that space who's a chef. You got Slutty Vegan and Bar Vegan.
Hey.
You got Ben and Jerry's down the street. You got some Mexican restaurants. Like, you have Black-owned businesses that have never had an opportunity like this. So to be a part of this project and really help groom these entrepreneurs in a space where they get access to people from around the city and around the world to come to a space like this, like, you can't pay for that. And I want to commend Marianne and all that she's doing. Where you at, Marianne? Is she somewhere? Okay, Marianne, somebody tell her what I said. But Marianne and the team are so awesome because, let me tell you something about that lady. Just from knowing Marianne, she really cares about the people, and she's not even from Baltimore. Kevin Plank, he cares about this city. So to see people who have the human capital and the funding capital to not just put real estate on a piece of land, because, you know, people do that all the time. Yeah. It's a lot of gentrification happening a lot, all over the place. But to really add in that level of human capital to make a difference, to make this city more attractive, now we want people to say, you know what, let's vacation and go to Baltimore on the weekend. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this is the place that they'll be able to do that. You can vacation and come to Baltimore Peninsula on the weekend and have a good time with your family. If you're working and you need somewhere to stay, you can stay right over here in the apartments. And you can feel safe and you can feel proud that there's something for everybody, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you look like, no matter how much money you make, there is a space for you. And I'm happy to be connected to that.
I love that. I love it. And Marianne, just give her, I don't know if she's here, but shout out to her because she was one who believed in me to do the shows here. And literally, we interviewed one day, said, this is yours, whatever you want to do, any of the rooms. So we've done shows all across this peninsula, and we have 2 more to go. And I'm just really proud of the partnership that we've had. It's like a family.
Love that.
It's a family, you know. We love each other, we fight each other, but at the end of the day, we try to make things happen because it's a beautiful thing. And I appreciate Ashley and Sydney back there for everything you guys do. I really appreciate everything. So let's talk a little bit about this. Why we can't wait for opening Slutty Vegan and Bar Vegan of Baltimore Peninsula. Any sneak peeks to give us about when it opens up? Or
I'm the sneak peek. Here I am. Okay, this is a sneak of the peak. Okay, I'm here, so you know what's happening. We started construction today, so I put my So I put my hard hat on my bald head today. And we open in fourth quarter, and I couldn't be prouder.
Fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter.
All right, okay.
Hopefully I was supposed to say that out loud. Don't tell nobody. But we're opening this year, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited that this is the first time that I am putting Slutty Vegan and Bar Vegan next to each other. Y'all, I started Slutty Vegan and made another multi-million-dollar concept by mistake. I didn't know it was going to make millions too. So to be able to put these businesses in this space as an anchor tenant and partner at the same time feels really good. And I can't wait for y'all to enjoy it. There will be live music. It will be a live band. Like, this is going to be sexy. This is going to be grown and sexy. So you can be a slut in the daytime and you can come to Bar Vegan in the nighttime. Yes.
Tell some of the audience a little bit about Bar Vegan. What is Bar Vegan? We know about Slutty Vegan, but what is Bar? Where did that concept come from? Tell us a little bit back history about that.
Okay, so Bar Vegan is like the big sister that went off to college earlier. She's in law school right now, so she's bougie, so she only drinks top shelf liquor. You know what I'm saying? Okay, she drinks wine after work every day. She loves to read a lot, okay? She has a couple of guys that she dates, right? She's a fun girl, right? But she also knows how to go in a boardroom and have a really good time and be professional. And she's leading the space, right? Like, she is no nonsense, and like, she liked to party, but like, she has a sophistication to her. There's a level of je ne sais quoi to Bar Vegan, right? And if I could sum it up into a person, her name would be like Savannah. Am I lying? Her name would be like Savannah. Okay, so that is Bar Vegan in a nutshell. So that is the vibe. It's for the grown and sexy, the young professional that just wants some grown and sexy music, not the rah-rah, but just want to feel good and just, it's very eclectic. It's a lot of different music. It's very diverse. And that's what Bar Vegan is, and I'm proud of my baby. Yes.
Are we ever going to bring him? Give it up, give it up. Are we ever going to bring American Sesh here?
We can do it in this room, actually. Yeah. You could be on the panel.
Hey, let's do it. Say less.
We could definitely do American Sesh. I got it. Listen, let me tell you what we're going to do because I'm making this up in real time.
Here we go.
Actually, write this down, okay?
Here we go.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the tenants in Baltimore Peninsula, Ross Street Market, right? Okay. And we're going to put them on the panel, and we're going to do an American Sesh Baltimore Peninsula edition, okay? And you're going to be the host, and we're going to do it in real time, and we're going to film it, and then the content is going to be on the Baltimore Peninsula page. Boom, done and done.
Max.
So now we just need a date. Now we need a date.
That's a great show.
That's a great show.
That's a great show. I heard at Essence you guys are doing the big time out.
Oh, we shut it down.
I heard. That's what I heard.
And we're going to be headlining Invest Fest this year with American Sesh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so a lot of big things. And guess what? I had a strand too when I came up with that idea too. So I don't know. Something about the strands. Never mind. Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about when it opens up, Slutty Vegan, when it opens up, what do you hope to see? What do you want people to walk away with who have never been to it, have never eaten there before? What do you want them to walk away with?
I want them to feel like they made it because somebody from their city made it. That's it. You know what I said? I don't know why does this make me emotional? I'm not pregnant. What's going on? Y'all know I had 3 kids in 3 years. I had a baby in 21, a baby in 22, and a baby in 23.
Woo.
Yes. Don't clap for me. Pray for me. Don't clap, pray. Okay. You know what I said I was going to do? In my store, I'm going to put all of my childhood friends in my store. That's going to be the wallpaper.
Like I think Sal, you know, yes, how Sal held it, but
all of the childhood moments that I've ever had, because yes, I'm nowhere near where I want to be. I still got a long way to go. But the people that I grew up with on Sedonia Avenue, and the people that I went to City with, and the people that I went to Western can say, I know her. That's my friend. That's my cousin. That's my sister. And I feel proud to know that people put me as a badge of honor for them. So to know that I'm making people proud is what I want, you know, people to get from this experience. And I just want people to continue to support. You know, business is hard, y'all. The economy is just a shit show right now. How many entrepreneurs here? Okay. All right, so we're going to have a support group after this. Because entrepreneurship is very ghetto, okay? But we get it done every day. And I want people to know that as hard as entrepreneurship is, we live to fight another day. I was saying this earlier about Gervonta Davis. And I'm sure we've all seen the Gervonta Davis fight. Round 1 through 4, everybody be nervous. Am I lying? You're like, all right, what you doing? 1 through 4, what's happening? But then he come back, but it's about his strategy, because he believes that in the end, he's going to win. And it might not look like that to you. It might look like he's fumbling to you, but the strategy is so clear. The vision is so clear. The confidence is so clear. At the end, when he hit that KO, he already knew it was going to happen. He was just strategic about it. So that's a word for the entrepreneurs, and I want y'all to keep going and never give up. Yeah.
I think we're going to start a question and answer session right now. Who has a mic right now? Who wants to ask? Raise your hand. Is there questions? Babies.
Hi, my name is Shanae Dunmore, and this is my 9-year-old. She is hosting a kids' financial literacy event right here at the Peninsula next week, and we would like to know if you will partner with us. We have a CQ that agreed to partner with us. Every kid that attends the event will receive $100 in their savings account, complimentary of Chloe. She helped us with that deal. We have the mayor, the governor, the senators. I just saw one of the council people, Burnett, here. We asked him to be a partner, but we have a lot of the elected officials. We have David Bramble. He's going to be a partner. I heard you talking about the strains. We have Hope Wiseman. She's the youngest African-American dispensary owner. So y'all two might can work out something too. But Hope is on our panel. We have 2 sitting judges. And one of the judges, he's my friend. And he said, Shanae, I just don't see how a judge can fit into financial literacy. I said, well, no, we're going to change the trajectory of kids only seeing judges when their parents is going to jail. I want kids to be exposed to judges, the elected officials. We have several attorneys that has partnered with us. So I want the kids to be able to be in a room with the judge and talk to the judge and be in a room with the attorney. We have Alicia Wilson. She's a member of the Black Philanthropy Circle. My daughter Chloe, she's the youngest member. She has judges that's in the Black Philanthropy Circle. She has lawyers and prominent business professionals. I don't want Chloe just to be the only kid that I know that is in this network. I want to open up this network to a lot of the other kids in Baltimore City. So we want you to partner with us. And again, the event is next week, is July the 20th at the Baltimore Peninsula.
Okay, so I got questions. I love that, by the way. So tell me exactly what are y'all talking about?
So it's a panel. I have it from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wallow is my host. I have a guy, his name is Christian Washington. He will be there presenting a presentation on entrepreneurship. I have another person two people that will be presenting on investing. I have a stocks person that will be there. I have a power of networking series. That's where my judges, my lawyers, my elected officials are in that segment. So I just would like the kids to be exposed to investing, to know what investing is, the savings account. Like I said, we just brokered a deal with CQ today, and they agreed to come to the event, sponsor the event, and also give the kids the money in the savings account. So again, to answer your question, we have the entrepreneurship, we have the investing, we have different panels of people to come and speak with the kids.
And your daughter is an entrepreneur?
Yeah, she's the entrepreneur.
Let me talk to her. Hey. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so tell me about your business.
She stutters, so
It's okay.
What do I say?
She like, okay, this is my time.
She opened up for Lele, that girl. She opened up for that girl, Lele. She did a financial literacy rap. Persia Nicole was there. She did a really amazing job. That was her first time ever performing in front of, just ever performing. So Lele is known for, you know who Lele is?
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter opened up for Lele. So she has a financial literacy rap, Financial Literacy Finesse is the name of the rap. And she really killed the stage that day at the Lyric. So
Is it on iTunes, Apple?
So it will be once we connect with Wallow. Wallow is going to push us to where we need to be. Again, he's her host for the financial literacy event. So it will be. We just want to make sure that we're doing it correctly. And
Okay, so, and is this open to the public?
it is open to the public.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. If you can record her doing her rap, it's a good rap. It's good. She like, yes, it's good. If you can record her doing the rap, what I will do is I will send it to my friends who have blogs, right? And then I will advertise the event that's on the 21st by way of the blogs, by way of her rap, and I'll pay for all of it. If you can get that done and you get it sent to me. So Tim, raise your hand. Okay, get with Tim. And then the second thing that I'm going to do for you is I want to give you 30-minute consultation from me to give to anybody that you want to. I'll do one for your daughter on me, and then another 30 for anybody in the audience, and you can give it out as a prize. Do you understand? So not this audience, the other audience. The audience at her event, y'all. The audience at the event. So that's what I'm gonna do for you as my contribution to your event. And you can put Pinky Cole Foundation on it as a sponsor. So I'll give you 2 30-minute sessions. One I'll give to your daughter, and then the other one you can pick whoever in the audience and give me the information. And then if you send me the rap, send in the rap, I'll send it to the blog so that they can highlight this young entrepreneur rapping about financial literacy so she can go viral. Okay?
One last question. I have the actual rap from the Lyric. Do you want me to send you that, or you want a new rap? But she has the one from the Lyric.
I want whatever you give me. Best in class, whatever is the best.
From the Lyric. I have the one from the Lyric. We have that on record, so I'll send that right over.
Yeah, give me the best.
You got the best. You can get the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right. Now,
Who else?
Hi there. How
Hi.
are you all this evening? Hi, Pinky.
Hi, how are you?
My name is Monica. Thank you. My name is Monica, and I started a site called Little Black Dresses, Salads, and Wine.
Little black dresses.
Salads and Wine. And
Little black dresses, salads, and wine.
And wine.
Okay.
Little Black Dresses, Salads, and Wine.
Okay.
And it started out as a passion project to just spark more joy for myself and others. Facing kind of mortality, people passing away in my family and friends, and just realizing that where do I want my life to look like in this part of my life. I went to Western. kind of have these things that we understand about this thing called life. And I love wine, I love spirits, and I'm very curious to know if part of your branding, if you have a wine or a spirit that's going to be a part of your brand. I don't know if you've mentioned that at all, but I just see that as a part of your brand family, and I wonder if that's something that you've done.
Okay, so a couple of things. I got questions. All right, so your brand does what exactly?
So it has morphed into a guide. So as I was traveling, I take everything with my phone, all the video and the footage is with my phone. And as I'm traveling, I just capture great pictures, be able to have great conversations, and it morphed into a guide. So instead of it just being me having a conversation with the person next to me, I say, hey, I'm at this hotel, this is where it's located, how far it is from your airport or from your local train station. Good things about it. I've gone to Bar Vegan at Ponce, Atlanta. It was a wonderful surprise being able to go there and hang out with a friend. But I just specifically wanted to know that you're building that part of your brand as I kind of go on my journey of just continue to capture content and be able to tell about the things that I'm experiencing and actually enjoying the spaces and places and things. I know
Do you have a branded wine, or you just try different
I'm just wondering if you are having a wine that's part of your story, your brand story.
Oh, yeah, so I do have a wine.
Okay.
But how big is your community?
It's growing. Like I started it out back around 2020, right when COVID started, and I'm just building a brand, and I want to be able to spark more joy for others. And my intention is to be able to build it as a space that I can have it as a travel community. So from the perspective from behind the camera, everything is taken from my phone. I edit everything myself. I built websites for other people and myself, and I'm just growing the brand and that vision. And I just want to really be able to spark more joy, tell the stories, and just be.
So I got an idea for you.
Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Okay, so tell me how big the community is, though.
So with among the three sites that I have, or the three Instagram pages I have, is 2,000 within that community. So that's over the three IGs that I have.
Okay, so what I'm willing to do for you is I'm willing to do, let's do 3 of them, and let's see how 3 works. And I'll allow you to do first Mondays at Bar Vegan when we open, and this is what we'll do.
Okay.
Right? So let me tell you about First Mondays, what we're going to do. What we're going to do is you're going to go out and get sponsorships for wine companies. And then every first Monday, we're going to highlight a different wine. So all the wine connoisseurs are going to come on First Mondays because they know that it's the best wine in the country that you can get. And they can only get it at Bar Vegan on First Mondays. And then wine, salads, and dresses?
Little black dresses.
Little black dresses, salads, and wines will be the host of First Mondays at Bar Vegan. And then you're curating. So guess what? All the wine companies are going to want to connect with you so that they can get their wine into Bar Vegan. And then you have a mixer for people who like to travel, people who like to go around and do all of the things that you just said. So I'm willing to do that for you. Get with Tim, and then let's connect on how we get it started for November.
Look at God and Pinky Cole showing off. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Wait, y'all got to come on this side, too, though.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, they ain't showing y'all no love.
A lot of people. Okay, sparkly dress.
Hi, Pinky.
Hi.
I'm Michelle Powell. I'm the owner of Soul Journey Travel and the co-owner of Experience Egypt Tours in Cairo. And as an expat and someone that has left Baltimore, I would really love to get your advice. I'm in my 2nd year of living abroad, and I'm just—
Hold on, I can't hear you. It's pretty loud. Okay.
I'm in my 2nd year being in Egypt. And while
Being
I'm in Egypt, I live in Egypt, so I'm here visiting, and I had to come see you. And I saw you last week in Atlanta, too. So
nice.
at Melissa event. But
Nice.
being someone that left Baltimore, how has that aided your success? And what advice would you give for these growing pains and the adjustments? Because, you know, it's easy to want to come back home and kind of give up and go back to, but I'm definitely staying this course, but I definitely have always respected your story and kind of watched it and use it as something to model. So I would really love to hear more of your feedback on how to continue through this process. And then last, I would love to offer our assistants to come visit Egypt and you and your group.
Oh, I'm coming.
Okay.
You ain't said nothing but a word. Okay, so what you doing in Egypt?
So I run a DMC there, which is the Destination Management Company. And so we organize all tours in Egypt. So that's what I do primarily there. And then I orchestrate group tours and private solo tours throughout the world as well, too.
I got something for you.
Okay.
Y'all, it just hit my spirit. You're going to think I'm crazy, but I am crazy. So you run a tour. So people who come to Egypt, use your company so that they can learn the hot spots to go to in Egypt. Is that what I'm?
But to do any of the excursions. So if you want to go to the
Excursions,
pyramids,
what to do?
cruises, yeah, all of it.
Got it. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to find your operator. You're going to open up a restaurant.
Okay.
And it's going to be a Baltimore seafood restaurant. You're going to sell crabs with like Old Bay seasoning. Like it's going to be the whole full Baltimore experience. When you walk in, it's going to be a big ass crab on the wall. It's going to, okay? It's going to be pictures of everything Baltimore. Like you're going to have the Ravens, everything about Baltimore.
Okay.
Right? And call it like Club Baltimore or something like that. Call it Club Baltimore. And the last stop of the tours, because guess what? You are a leader in the space because you lead the tours. They don't got to know that you own it. Hey, y'all, make sure that y'all go to the Club Baltimore because they have a restaurant. It's a seafood restaurant, and it's inspired by this lady who's from Baltimore, and she wanted to bring Baltimore to Egypt. Guess what? You done won the whole funnel. You done monopolized because you got this company that's touring people they only going to go where you tell them to go.
That's true.
So if you tell all of the consumers to come to you, then you won. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Don't come back to Baltimore. You bring Baltimore to Egypt if you're in there,
look.
okay? And bring Baltimore to Egypt, and everybody in Egypt will fall in love with this city.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You got somebody you thinking is a lot of hands here.
Go ahead.
All right, let me go here. You. Hello. Hi, Pinky. Hi, everyone. My name is Kendall. You mentioned earlier on that you're in a season of vulnerability right now, and it led you to doing some drastic changes in your life. And so I kind of feel like I'm in a similar situation.
Cut it. It's like, no, I'm joking.
So I was just wondering, how do you get out of that place? How do you grow? Because I feel like I've been in this space for a little bit. Right now, I'm working in an office as an assistant. I've kind of always been interested in a certain career path, but now I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if this is what I want to do. Media has seemed interesting to me lately, but how do you get out of that place? How do you grow? You mentioned a lot about your faith journey and alignment. How do you get to that place?
What do you like to do? Like, what brings you joy, just naturally?
I really like when I can be of service to other people.
Damn, I knew you was going to say
You
that.
did? How did you know that?
I really did, because I got a gift. I feel you, but go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I love being of service to other people, giving back to the community, volunteering, things of that nature.
What is your name?
My name is Kendall Johnson.
Kendall Johnson. You might not do this, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
Okay.
You are going to start your own company.
Okay.
It's going to be called Kendall and Associates. And what Kendall and Associates is, it's an executive assistant firm. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your LLC, right? And then you're going to ask your company to pay your company as a contractor. You're no longer an employee, right?
Okay.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to find people. We at Baltimore Peninsula right now. You're going to find people and say, hey, listen, I'll volunteer my time to support you. All I need you to do is refer me or put me on the website and say that we use Kendall and Associates we utilize Kendall and Associates to be able to help run our business. And you're going to start your own firm, and then eventually you're going to walk away from that job when you have enough money, because guess what? You're going to create a word of mouth business. Mm-hmm. And basically what you do is you tell people, like, your niche is you go to businesses to help clean up. You only want CEOs that like are all over the place. So you come and you organize and you set their schedule up, and maybe startups could be your thing. Because a lot of times startup companies, they move so fast, but they don't know how to organize. They don't know how to have calls weekly. They don't know how to check their emails properly. Right. And you put all of that in place, and Kendall and Associates, it's a one-stop shop for everything. Like, your company will run the calls and do all of those things. You said that you want to be of service to people, right? And in addition to that, then you have a lane where it serves as also a staffing agency, where you bring people who want to be assistants and you help place them in positions, you place them in different places. And all that is just soliciting, going to different places. Hey, do you need assistants? We got the best assistants in town at the best price in town, right? And what you do is you build up your roster, and by the time you build up your roster, at that point you can raise your prices. You should be doing your own business right now, because it's obviously that you like being of service to people, but you can do that through Kendall and Associates. So I don't know if that helped you, but if you feel like you want to do something different, Kendall and Associates is that thing that you should be doing.
Okay, Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
That's so great. Is there anything that you need any assistance with?
I see what you did there. Actually, I do.
Okay. I'm available.
So let me tell you, I need assistance in my nonprofit organization. If you give me 3 months of support
Okay.
in my nonprofit, what I'll do for you is I'll give you a hard post on my page and said, hey, tag the best executive assistant. I use Kendall and Associates to get my assistance. But you gotta give me the 3 months.
I will give you that 3 months.
You gotta give me the 3 months. And if you give me the 3 months, I will give you a hard post on my page. And you know I'll be getting traction, okay? That I use Kendall and Associates to get my assistance. So get with Tim. Okay, and you want help with the foundation because we need some help over there.
I would love to. Thank you so
Yes.
much. Thanks for your time.
Okay, we have time for one.
Come back over here. You got to get a guy.
One more. Okay, let me get a guy. 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 Let me get a guy.
How you doing, Pinky?
Fellas.
And I'm a twin too, so by the way, identical. My name is Brandon Phillips. I'm here in support of all the restaurants that are inside of my building. I acquired the old Stratford University building.
You acquired the
Stratford University,
Stratford. Okay.
and we're a commissary kitchen, like you
Okay.
started. So we have nothing but amazing restaurants. I'm going to highlight the people that's in my building in this room right now, like Baby and Ye's. So all we do is want to support the companies in Baltimore and help them grow and scale and develop. We help them with food costs. We help them with shared kitchen space and lowering that cost so that they can grow and scale all throughout the world. So to you, can you share a little bit more about how you started in your commercial kitchen, how you started and scaled in your commercial kitchen?
So it happened by mistake. I was actually in a shared kitchen, and I got kicked out because I had too many customers. And then I got a food truck. And I didn't know anything about a food truck, but I'm like, hey, shit, I'm just going to do this thing. And I started in a food truck, and I could remember putting out 3 hours before that I was going to show up. And I would have 300 to 500 people on the west side. Then the next day I'm on the east side, 300 to 500 people with their lawn chairs, with their umbrellas, literally standing outside waiting for me. So you said that you acquired a university and you made it restaurants?
It used to be a culinary school. So of the 8 kitchens inside the building, we use shared space.
Okay. Oh, it's a big co-op. And you own it?
That's to do.
Okay, what's the name of it?
La Chow.
A Chow?
L-A-C-H-O-W. La Chow.
L-A-Z-H-O.
C-H.
L-A-Z-H.
C.
Did I say that wrong?
C.
Oh, L-A-C-H-O-W. What does La Chow mean?
Let's eat the food.
Oh, I like that.
That's good.
Okay, so
So we also host a market every Sunday for
Okay.
food trucks and bring in people that vend and bring more awareness to them in Baltimore.
Okay.
My ask for you is if you can come and support some of the vendors and help them get awareness.
Oh, absolutely.
I appreciate you.
I will come. Is there a space where I can come and talk to them?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, so what I'll do is when am I coming back here next? Okay, I'm coming back in a month.
Okay.
I want you to get with Tim. Hold on, let me finish. I want you to get with Tim. Tim is about to get inundated with calls. So Tim is my chief of staff. Y'all clap it up for Tim. Tim is the mom. Okay.
Yep.
So I want you to get with Tim. What I'll do is we can have a mixer, an entrepreneur. Look at me. Where you at?
Say it again.
You here. So
I was looking for someone that
Oh, okay.
introduce you to.
we're gonna do an entrepreneurial mixer at your spot, and then I'll be the special guest. And it can be like informal. It don't have to be like super formal. Like we can come, bring your business cards. We come and we mix and mingle, and like I try the food, and like you get your content, and we make it a real great moment. And if you got a publicist, put a publicist behind it, and we just make it a dope experience.
Look.
Boom, right there. We
This
do a
is
dope.
Slutty.
Listen, we do a
She
dope
is amazing.
experience
Yes.
for all entrepreneurs in the city. If you're restaurateurs, this is the space that you're supposed to be. Because Pinky gonna be in town one time only, and then we can like really just build together. And I'm willing to do that for you.
I love that. So another great thing that we do in Baltimore that we're known for, we do some of the biggest food giveaways for food insecurity.
Oh, I love that.
So we give away anywhere from $250,000 to $500,000 every single Saturday.
So listen, so my assistant with Kendall and Associates is going to reach out to you.
Yes.
Okay?
Hey, Kendall.
So we can do a partnership with the Pinky Cole Foundation in real time, and we can do that
got
ASAP,
you.
okay?
All
So
right.
get with Kendall and Associates so that we can make that happen.
All right. And this is Madi. This is the most amazing publicist you'll ever meet. She's
Awesome.
from LA,
Nice to
and she's
meet
going to
you.
introduce herself. She'll probably squeeze over a little bit later.
Thank you. Okay, I got to connect with you too.
All right.
Well, thank you guys. This was awesome. Did y'all enjoy this?
Thank you.
Good. We got one more? It ain't my show. Go ahead. You tell. You
What you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you
Okay,
want?
do what you want to do. I'm
No,
closing
no,
my
see?
eyes.
We can't do
Okay.
two. We can't do two. We
All
can't
right,
do two.
I'll do one more right
Do
here.
one.
In the dress.
Well, it's right there, right there.
Right here, in the
Right there.
dress, in the dress.
Right the dress, yeah.
Hi, thank you. I'm Jillian Lola. I'm from the DMV. I've been following you for a while. I love your story. 38 on the number 3 baby. I don't know, manifest.
I'm praying for you.
Amen. But my question is, how can we, my husband is a custom tailor, and I want to know how we can partner with you to help serve you and your husband. We make men's, women's, and kids' clothes, African attire, but anything and everything.
You
So
said
we,
painter?
No, a custom tailor.
Oh, he's a custom
He
tailor.
made this.
Oh, that's
So
fabulous.
we want to do a few, she's not sure.
That's nice. He's a custom tailor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what else do you make?
We make men's, women, ready to wear any and everything. Suits, like what he has on.
Oh, they made this?
No,
No,
no.
they didn't make that
Let's
yet.
find out.
Look, not yet.
No, not yet. Give me your card.
I was about
Give
to
me
say,
your
you
card.
sharp.
But I want to see how we can partner with you whenever you need special events for the area or outside, because I've seen you post about it before that you were looking for tailors.
Okay, so I have something for you in real time. Dora, where are you? Okay, Dora is working. Y'all, Dora is the CEO of Pinky Cole Enterprises. Clap it up for Dora right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, if the clothes look nice, like if the whole portfolio of it looks nice, what we do with American Sesh, between us, we're about to go on tour. We're going on the road. That's something to clap about, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going on the road with a big network. And a part of American Sesh is a marketplace for entrepreneurs to be able to sell their product. So if the clothes are good, I will allow you to come on the road and I won't charge you VIN space. I won't charge you VIN space, but the stuff has to look really, really good. So Dora, where's your husband from?
He's from Nigeria.
He's from Nigeria. So Dora, where are you from?
I was born here. My mother's from the Cayman Islands in Nigeria.
Okay, so y'all all in the family, okay? Because her family is from Cameroon. Okay, so Dora is going to connect with you and look at the portfolio of clothes, and if they look good, then I will allow you to be a part of the tour. Now, you got to pay to get to the spaces, but I won't charge you a vending fee to be able to set up shop and sell your product in front of hundreds of people when we go on American Sesh Tour.
Okay, sounds great.
Yes.
Oh, and will you allow us to dress you if you like some of the items?
Please, dress me. I
And your
wear stuff
husband?
that people send me. I got a P.O. box in real time. Because
Okay.
oftentimes I ain't got time to go to the store, so if it's cute, I'm throwing it on, okay? So
Okay.
yes. And congratulations to
Yeah,
you. What are you
thank
having?
Another boy. A girl, boy.
Okay, so I got an idea for you before we wrap.
Okay.
So I know you got a line, you said men and women, but I have not seen a line that's branded African attire branded for kids. It's like super fly. So what if you do a really fly line for children and then you create a children's page and it's like the flyest African attire, all the garb for kids that are ages maybe like 3 to 10 years old. And then the page is purely dedicated to that. You know, people love seeing kids in really cute clothes and you could do something like that. That's a lane that I haven't really seen. If it exists, I haven't seen it, but that's something that you should tap into, especially because you got a young baby. Your baby in your belly right now could be your model. You could do the little bib, the ba-ba-ba. Like you could do all of the things. I'll put it on my kids' clothes. Okay, so something for you to think about.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
You're
God
welcome.
bless.
You have any last words you want to say to the audience tonight?
I'm excited that I got to do this. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this as much as I enjoy being here. And I'm so excited to be back in Baltimore. And it's my mission to make sure that we do more things like this because this is the stuff that I like to do.
All right, folks, love, peace, and we're out. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.